Oh, yeah, what's happening, everybody? Jay Shockblast here. Check it out. We have everybody's favorite Trandoshan. It is Bossk, and he says, "Rawr!" So, Bossk is one of the many bounty hunters, six, I think, in total, that was introduced in Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, along with Boba Fett, Dengar, IG-88, Forlom, and Zuckuss. They were tasked by Darth Vader to find the Millennium Falcon and bring him in. So, we've gotten to learn a lot about Bossk over the years. He was also in Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, very briefly in the background. We've gotten to learn a lot about Bossk over the years. Of course, many of his stories have been rendered as part of the Star Wars Legends kind of deal. But at the same time, he has been pretty involved in some storylines with the Clone Wars and with Rebels. So in the Clone Wars, he actually served as a mentor to a very young Boba Fett. I think there were a couple characters I think they created in that series, and I think maybe Dengar was with them as well. Can't remember to be sure. But even bigger for Bossk was the fact that he was involved in Rebels as somewhat of an apprentice, or not apprentice. He was helping Ezra Bridger, I should say, as part of the Star Wars Rebels series. So it kind of changes a little bit of the perception I think I personally had about Bossk. I mean, Bossk seems pretty straightforward. He's a Trandoshan. His father was a Wookiee hunter. And the Trandoshans in general are known for being Wookiee slavers and Wookiee hunters. So, for me, that was kind of good enough. And he always kind of he didn't really have any lines or anything, but he just did not look like he was a good dude. And, I haven't seen a ton of Rebels, but what I have seen, he looks like he's, more of an anti-hero. He reluctantly works with Ezra. Even with, Boba Fett, he was a villain, a young Boba Fett, but, you kind of felt a little sympathetic towards him. I mean, he didn't always seem like a total bad guy, but I don't know. Bounty hunters aren't always meant to be bad guys per se, I suppose. They all have their own codes. I mean, look at Dog the Bounty Hunter. He's certainly not a bad guy, or is he? But, the Trandoshans are a lizard-like creature. He's got this big blast rifle, then, of course, the thermal detonator that I keep throwing, and I keep thinking, cool guys don't look at explosions as I throw it, and then turn my back to it. But I can't find anything to lock onto right now. So alas, no explosions. All right, there we go. Bam. So Bossk, I think, is also probably one of the most requested characters to get added as a playable hero or villain, if you will, in Star Wars Battlefront. So I would say that next to Boba Fett, Bossk is probably the second most popular bounty hunter from the initial six. And, it's awesome that they found a way to work him into the game as part of the Empire Strikes Back DLC pack. So there you go. That is Bossk and the basics of what he does. I keep using Jakku as my planet to show these characters off because it's the planet with the best lighting. So sorry if it gets boring, but I want to show off all the characters eventually individually, talk a little bit about their lore. I hope you're enjoying these videos, and we'll see ya.